Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teachers Do. Today I have with me Foxy and Stephnerd.
Hello.
And today we are going over, I've gone over the end long ago with Carrie, so it's fitting that I finally go over Wolverine Origins, or just Origin as it was called. And
they didn't even add the Wolverine part. They just called it Origin.
Well, at first, yeah, but yeah, and there's a reason why they finally decided to give him an origin. It's basically because Hollywood forced their hands. They were basically told, like, look, we're going to do the movie. Executives at the movie at Fox were like, look, we're going to do a movie with or without you eventually. And thus they realized, okay, we better come up with something soon. Otherwise, and that way at least they'll be able to use it from us rather than do it whole cause and have it suck and we'll be stuck with it.
Yeah, exactly, and make
Which,
their
I get it.
With it.
I get it. Their hands were tied. I get it.
Right.
I mean, we gotta be honest. What would you rather do? Wait and see what Hollywood would turn out, and then possibly be stuck having to adapt it, or at least come up with something on your own, something that could be at least done in house, and then Hollywood would have no choice but to utilize elements from it.
Exactly. I would definitely do it that way too. You know, because then.
Yep.
There's a lot more. There's a lot more to that too, because then if they want to use that story, now it's a license and it's a trademark thing. They're gonna make money off of it.
But basically, though, then Hollywood would be locked into adapting this.
Right, yeah. And then it's up to a Hollywood producer or director to give a vision for a comic book character that they probably never written or read about.
Now, to be fair, though, most of what was in Wolverine Origins, the X-Men Origins Wolverine, was just the first, and only takes up the first little bit of that movie.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See, that kind of makes sense to me then.
But yeah, this is done by Paul and Jenkins, with artwork by was it Andy or Adam Kubert? I will find out in a moment. I think this was Andy Kubert. Yeah, this was Andy Kubert. Adam, his brother, would do the follow-up, which I also did with Carrie.
Okay, cool.
For years, we have followed Logan in the desperate search for his past, picking up bits and pieces everywhere, from the wilds of the Canadian wilderness to the teeming cities of Japan. To many, Wolverine is Marvel's finest hero, the best there is at what he does. But to all, he is our most mysterious. Genetics, environment, divine intervention, what incredible forces created this man? The world's greatest killing machine with a heart as big as the great outdoors. At long last, all will be revealed. Eisner Award winner Paul Jenkins, world-renowned artist Andy Kubert, and spectacular digital painter Richard Eisenoff will take you on a journey into Wolverine's origins. Welcome to the greatest story never told. Now, this also means we get a definitive start point for Wolverine.
Right. A lot of people had put in their arguments and their
like he was like ancient and all that. No, he's not ancient.
I think he's like an actual god from ancient times. Like,
nah, they never went that far, but they just haven't been.
Some people tried to push that. I know a couple people that were trying to push that.
Well, anyway, that there building is the Howlett estate. They say it was built on the foundation of tears. A right terrible tragedy was just after the place was built. The elder boy took ill, and all of a sudden, and died. They buried him on the grounds. That was such a desperate, sad day for everyone. Oh, that must have been awful, Mr. Kenneth. It was at that, young Rose. Of course, we don't talk much about it and much up on the hill. Poor Mrs. Howlett was sent away to the madhouse. So they say, after she came back, things were never the same. And is it true about the old man? Is he really bad as they say down in the village? You'll never hear me say this on this mind. But if you ask me, the old man's one to be avoided. He ain't like his son. Self-made millionaire, made a fortune in copper ore, but a miserable blighter when it comes to anyone of our station. Young Master John's a good man, but he and his father don't abide each other. There's a lot of sadness up here. That's how it's been ever since the tragedy. If you ask me, girl, this bloody place is bad luck. So what brings you up from the village, young Rose? My parents, sir. It was the influenza what took on both. I ain't got nobody no more. Mrs. Hopkins knew my auntie down in the village. She saw it as how I'd be a good companion for young Master James. I mean, what with the mistress taken ill and him being the only child and all. Honest to God, sir, I'm right scared. They never said what my duties was supposed to be. I ain't never been around such finery before. And you won't again, lass. Not in your lifetime. There ain't no other place like the Howlett estate in all the country. Tell me, how old are you, Rose? 12, Mr. Kenneth. Aye, well, if you want to be 13, you'll keep yourself to yourself and do exactly as you're told. You're pretty. Well, ain't you the charming one? And what would your name be? I like your hair. Why, thank you. Yeah, and thank you. And Surrey. And do you live up here at the house? Ha ha ha! Oh, you little. That's Logan's boy. He's a bad apple, that one, and make no mistake. I'm sorry, Mrs. Hopkins. I'm sorry about that. And I better get me things. Both of them are he and that no good father is always scowling at everybody and mistreating the animals. I don't know why Master John keeps them on. You mark my word, girl. They're a dirty bunch of scoundrels, them Logans. The boy's just as much as his father. Mr. Logan's the groundskeeper up here. You don't go within 50 yards of that man, understand? Now then, let's take a look at you. You'll be meeting Master John in a few minutes. Look at the state of you. You look like you were and was dragged through a hedge backwards. This is a big opportunity for a young girl, Rose, especially seeing as how you can read and write and all. I mean, I done you a great favor to get you away from the bottom of the hill, child, so don't you mess it up. I'm telling you, John, you should have listened to me instead of those blam bankers of yours. I didn't hand you half my money so that you could squander it. I'm not you, Father. I have a different way of doing things. Different? Pah! Well, now, what have we here? A new face, I see. This is young Rose from the village, sir. You inquired about her being young and Master James' new companion? So, you're Rose, are you? Tell me, Rose, what do you think of my home? Do you like it? Speak up, child. It's very big, sir. Well put, Rose. Don't worry. You'll get used to it soon enough. Mrs. Hopkins will show you to your room upstairs. I think my son James is going to like meeting you very much. Woo! Ha ha! Can I have my hoop back, please? Here! Every day that passes up on the hill, dear diary, I fear the house gets bigger and bigger. So many rooms. I'm not sure if I'll ever find my way around it. Poor James is so frail and sickly. His allergies keep him from inside for most of the day. Oh, we do manage time in the garden at sunset, but he is a good boy nonetheless. An attentive child, I think. Master John seems awful nice, but so busy attending to matters of the estate, he acts so very kindly towards me. I never see Mistress Elizabeth. No one does except Mrs. Hopkins, our housekeeper. It's very sad. James misses his mother terribly. As for the old man, I think he's a cruel old buzzard, always gripping and complaining. He visits from the east every week. I'm sure Master John would sooner he'd stayed in the city. There's one other child who comes by the house to work, the Logan boy. I'm sure I don't even know if he has a first name. Everyone calls him Dog. He's a gaggle of scraps and bruises, that one. I'm certain the boy secretly admires me. I catch him peeking up toward my window often. But of course, he does his level best to pretend it's by accident. His father, Mr. Logan, drinks at all hours of the day and curses at everyone he sees. I fancy he beats his son as often as look at him. That boy's going to cause me any trouble, I'm sure of it. Since there's only 3 children up here at the house, I think it's only natural we should all be friends, dear diary, don't you? What great friends we have become. James is very fond of Dog. I'm certain it's doing him some good to be around a boy his age, despite his allergies. Poor thing, and James can't be too long away from the shade, and the water makes his skin all blotched like a snapping turtle. I sometimes wonder if he wants to swim with Dog and me, but he seems content to paddle on the shore. I must confess, dear diary, we've been having a wonderful summer. We're all the best of friends now, I think. Yet some small measures of sadness remains about us, like a cloud. At the end of our day, James and I returned to the sparkling, wonderful house in the hill. And the poor dog must always go back to his life down below.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt, but I really want to just point out like how
the artwork is beautiful.
It's not even just the artwork because this image is fucking immaculate.
It is.
But the actual like letterbox around the lettering,
yeah,
I
make
think
it look
that
like
was
Scribe.
such a nice touch. Like
I love when they make it look like Scribe.
It makes it look like a ripped diary page or like a ripped like a note that she would take or something like that. I really like that
page though. My gosh, all those greens and blues are
right.
so
I love it, the digital coloring working on it. If you saw my video with Tristan on Marvel 1602, back same art team.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
James. Yep.
Sorry.
Oh, where? Yep.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was just reading. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that last panel with the like bright yellows and oranges, and then directly after this, or directly going into this with the bright greens and blues, it looks fucking amazing.
Yep. James. Oh, where are you, boy? Blast your hide. She can't find us. She's probably in trouble. Maybe we should fess up. You like her? You like her? Do not do so. Don't say that again. I'll bust your nose. La la la. I love woes. La 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 la. James! James, hang on. Quit your struggling. Get swim. It's okay. I got you. Master John, I swear to heaven, I didn't know he was at the pond. I only turned my eyes away for a minute. Oh, sir. if only I'd seen him run off. Hush, Rose. Don't concern yourself so. You're getting wetter than these two scallywags. Don't worry about the ramifications, Logan. Let's just relieve everyone's intact, shall we? Boys will be boys after all. Here, child, dry yourself with this. What? You're letting them go without punishment? In my day, the boy would have been flogged as with his father. In my day, this isn't your day, Papa. Thomas, I want you to take your boy home and take care of him, understand? I will, sir. Oh, dear. And again, he saved him, but the old man don't care.
Right, yeah. He does not care. He does not want to hear it.
I mean, don't blame. No, I do blame him. I do blame him.
Right.
Hold on. Sorry, I had to reset it. Hold on.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, it's like he doesn't have to be such a douche.
Exactly. Okay, come on.
And like, also, I like how they just kind of casually just call him dog, but at the same time, it's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
Sorry, Papa. I didn't mean anything by it. Let that be a lesson to you, boy. If I told you once, I told you 1,000 times. Our kind and their kind don't mix. Them people, they don't understand how it is down below. They live in the big fancy house, and we live in the dirt. You'll remember this one day, boy. You'll thank me for it. You understand me? Yes, sir. Good boy. Here, this'll set you to rights. Oh, geez, he's giving him liquor. How I feel sorry for poor James. The child's so terribly ill all the time. I think his melancholy makes him worse. He misses his mother, who's so distant, yet so close by. It's enough to catch a glimpse of her as she takes air on occasion up in her balcony. James? What is it, James? Come away now, James. Let's get you back inside before you catch a germ. Do hurry, James. You remember what happened the last time. Whoas, look, it's Dog. Wait, Dog, come back. Christmas has been a lovely season, dear diary. James received a special gift from his father, a sweet little puppy. I can't tell you how excited he was. Today it was Boxing Day. Master John was so funny about it and so kind. He served up honey punch dressed in one of Mrs. Hopkins' aprons. How the servants laughed. What nonsense, John. Where's the decorum in acting like a fool in front of the servants? Papa, just for one day, I am not going to allow you to spoil my fun. It's Boxing Day, and I rather like the tradition of serving the help for one afternoon. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go and wish someone a Merry Christmas. Hello, Rose. Why so glum? Oh, sir, I'm awful sorry. It's just I miss my mom and dad, and so much. Mom to always make me a pretty new dress at Christmas. Yes, well, that's a shame. Now I really must get back to the party. Well, look what we have here. Does this belong to you, young lady? Here, a rose for a rose. Oh, sir. Oh, Master John, I don't know what to say. Hush, child. Go and thank Mrs. Hopkins. She's the one who told me about your Christmas dress. Boom. Uh-oh. Looks like the help is getting into the punch again. Merry Christmas, Rose. Master John, sir, the boy was spying in the window. Oh, for goodness sakes, Kenneth, let the boy go. He done no harm. You're Logan's boy, aren't you? We haven't seen you around here much lately. I'm sorry, Master John, sir. Honest. Here. James is busy with his new puppy. I doubt he'll miss one more toy. What do you say? Oh, thank you, sir. Merry Christmas, sir. Good boy. Now be off with you. This is the final straw, John. Are you going to hand them the keys to the safe next? I won't stand for it. Wait, what do you mean you won't stand for it? This is my house, Father. Yes, and built on the strength of my money. Your money. So it returns to you each and every time you find displeasure with me, does it? How dare you talk to your father that way? Look at them up there living like kings in the bloody castle. Think they're God Almighty, they do. Better than us. I hate them. All of the bastards, especially Soft John, thinks he's too good for someone like me, but he ain't. At least the old man knows his place. He knows how to treat a servant, so he does. Soft John don't even know how to treat his wife. Steady, Logan. Get your bleeding hands off me. They ain't like we are. Too bleeding good for us. Papa, look what Master Howlett gave me. Oh,
he's so freaking cute.
He's gonna do something.
What did I tell you, boy? What did I tell you? No, Papa, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it, I swear. I'll make you sorry, you hear me? No, Papa, no! Papa, no!
That's so ridiculous.
But that was the times.
I know. Hell, that was our times. That was like what it was growing up in our time.
Now, years have clearly passed now.
Not that bad.
I always knew that Logan boy would be trouble. Over these last few years, he's become just like that awful, heartless father of his. There's cruelty in his eyes. Make no mistake. When I catch him looking up at my window, it frightens me. Go and see to Master James, Rose. And if he's not needing for anything, I want you to go down to scullery and bring us up some sheets for Mistress Elizabeth. Look sharp now, and make sure you knock on the door before you come in. You hear? Yes, ma'am. Everything up on the hill has changed, dear diary, and none of it for the better. I fancy the place has become like a rusty old water pipe, leaking away happiness. And your grandfather and I expect you to live up to this responsibility now that you're older, James. In a few weeks' time, I'm going to have you tutored for half a day on Wednesday, and you'll be coming out on the estate with me for the other half. If you're going to help me run this place one day, you must learn how to handle the help. I'll let you oversee the stable hands under Kenneth's guidance until you're ready for other duties. If you run into any difficulties, I want you to come directly to me. Is that clear? James, I'm talking to you, boy. Have you registered even a single word I've said? Yes, Papa. Come directly to you? For pity's sake, John, you're ruining the boy. How will he ever learn to stand on his own 2 feet if you're there to prop him up every minute of the day? Not now, Father. Don't not now me, John Howlett. You're turning himself into a lesser version of yourself. Maybe you forgot that you lost your elder child, but I haven't. Do you really want to lose another one? Ahem. What do you want, girl? Spit it out. If it pleases you, sir, I was sent down to ask after young Master James. James will be fine where he is for the moment, Rose. You may go about your duties. Thank you. If you ask my opinion, James is never going to be fine, not with the way his grandfather pressures him. I don't know how Master John has the patience to speak civilly to the old goat. And an unturnable sadness fills the air in the house nowadays. Everything seems to be so much more. The old man seems more impatient. Poor Master John seems more weary. It's only James who seems less than before. He's as pale as a ghost and weaker than a kitten thanks to his allergies. He coughs and sulks and suffers from morning till night. If it weren't for that dog of his that he loves so much, I'm sure he'd already have gone the way of his brother. How insufferable we've all become, dear Daddy. I fear this house is going to be the death of us all. I wasn't needed downstairs, ma'am. Ah! Look at that! Look at the marks! Claw marks!
Yeah.
What the hell, though?
Now,
was
unfortunately,
wondering what-
let me put it this way. This never gets resolved. In fact, that's one of the things I will like about Wolverine the End, and I'll talk about it after we're done here, because it does actually, even though it's not canon, it does clear up a few things about this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and what's she doing here? Get her out! You're supposed to knock, girl. Get out of here at once. I'm sorry, I forgot. But she did not. But she knocked, but then opened. So,
Right,
not a word, young Rose. You hear me? Not a word. Oh, Lord. Oh, dear Lord. What?
Gotta wait to be told to come in. They
Yep.
can't just knock and walk in.
Yep. Hello, Rose. Figured you'd make it out to see me before long. I was waiting for you, as if you didn't know. I have to leave, dog. Why not stay a while? Don't be shy, Rose. It's time we got to know each other, you and me. Stop it, dog. You're hurting me. Rose,
Oh,
I-
creeper alert.
I saw you run outside. Is everything okay? You didn't see nothing. Get lost. Don't worry, Rose. I'll find father. No! Ha ha! You'll be back. You hear me, Rosie girl? You'll be back this way before long. What's all the commotion, Master Kenneth? Mind your own beeswax, young Harold. It's none of our concern. I won't stand for this sort of thing on my property, Logan. Do you hear me, man? Your boy made advances towards world. He even threatened my son. This is not the sort of thing I expect from any of my employees in case can. If my father had his way, you'd have been whipped. Think your good fortune, I'm much more lenient. Yes, sir. I'm dead sorry, Master John, sir. And so you should be. If there's any sort of recurrence, you'll be held responsible and personally responsible. Understand? Damn it, Logan. You must learn to keep a rein on that boy of yours. I will, sir. John Howlett. This was the John Howlett Jr.
Jeez.
Like you shouldn't have ratted me out. It wasn't my fault. You were hurting Rose. She's mine. I know your game. You're trying to take her from me. Help! Help! Please, somebody help! Shut the hell up, you little turdy. I'll kill you. That's it, Jamie boy. Where's your papa to save you now? Stupid mutt! You ripped up my damn leg, Kelly. You stole from me, little Master James, even though you got everything in the world. No! Well, now you don't anymore. Oh, he killed the dog!
That's so screwed up.
Knew that was
Don't
Don't
coming.
say I didn't warn you, Logan. I gave you every chance to discipline that boy. Had you been a suitable parent, this never would have happened. My son's beside himself with grief as a result of your boy's action. You may count on me being a man of my word. I hold you responsible for this as promised. I expect you off my property within the hour. Don't you talk to me like that, Howlett! I've seen the way you act around us. You think you're better than us. You can't do this to me. I'll have your bloody hide. I won't have your insolence. You hear me, Logan? After this, be thankful I don't have you both hung. Now get this man out of my sight.
Get him out of there.
I told you this would happen, John. I warned you not to associate with these people. No good would come of it. I said they're beyond their station in life. And come on now, Thomas. And come on now, Thomas. Don't make this any harder and harder. You can't do this to me. You bastards, let go of me. I'm warning you, and get your filthy mouths off. You shouldn't have spoken to Master John like that, Logan. If you know what's best, you'll not come back here again. Here? Ah! I'll get you hear me? The whole lot of you! I'll make you pay! I never meant to, Papa. I swear, it was all his fault. Please, Papa, don't kill me. I swear, I was just doing what you say. I know, boy. Wasn't your fault. It was soft John and that soft fool boy of his what done this to us. A man like that don't deserve his place in life. Not with that fine house and fine woman of his. I say it's time we made a change to that.
Ridiculous.
And what happened next, Mr. Kenneth? Is it true you had to throw him out of the gates? Not my place to talk about such things, Rose. But if you ask me, that piece of dirt had it coming. Well, I still can't believe Mr. Logan had the gall to threaten Master John. I've never heard of such a thing. Clunk. Mr. Kenneth? Oh, my. You're going to help us, girl. Leave me alone. I'm not helping you. You will if you want to live, girl. You got to believe me, Rose. This is serious. I can't help you now. We're already too far gone to turn back now. Shut up, boy. She'll do and what's right if she knows what's good for her. You're going to show us the back way to the master bedroom, lest you want to end up like your parents. What happened to you, dog? Why'd you turn out to be this way? One more word and you're a dead Irish Rose. Now move!
Jeez.
Like, I wish that he could stay, my bonny lad from far away. Not a sound, Elizabeth. It's me, Thomas. Understand? We're getting out of here, and I'm taking you with me tonight. Where's the money? It couldn't help it, ma'am. They made me do it. Thomas, are you utterly mad coming here like this? Let the girl go. No, she's coming with us. Elizabeth, what's going on in here? Oh, God. Logan, is that you? What the devil do you think you're doing, you bloody fool? You stupid idiot. Now look what you've done. You've gone and messed everything up, just like always. I should bloody kill you. And then what, Thomas? Where do you think you'll go? And where are you planning on? Just swanning out the front door? Don't you talk to me like that. You understand me, Soft John? Don't you ever. Papa, is that you? I heard a noise. Blam! Papa! Papa, no! Papa! Papa, it's me, James! Oh, Papa! Papa! Ah! Make her shut up! And the boy, too! Someone shut that idiot up. I swear. Someone shut that idiot up. I swear, Rose. I ain't never been more serious in my life. I can't think straight. I said, shut up, James. And James, look out. If you kill my papa, you killed him. You kill my papa. I'll kill you back. I'll kill you. James, no. Thomas, don't hurt him. He's my son. And please. And get off me, you little runt. You soft little turd! You think there ain't another barrel full of where that one came from? I'll have your bloody guts for gators. Go to. What did you, dear Lord? Oh, sweet Mother of God, James! Ah! And I'll be honest, that's a twist. You think it was dog?
Right.
Everything pointed to dog.
Exactly.
They did go a little heavy-handed with he's a sickly boy, trying to make everything clear like he ate him. It ain't him.
Exactly. Right, but at the same time, it's like they kind of make it seem like it could be John, but only in like he has more patience than everybody and all that. Like he is completely different than the rest of them for this.
Exactly. But again, everything like their name was Logan, and the way they look. But here's the thing. They never mention it here, but the end makes it clear that his mother had an affair with Logan.
Yeah. Well, he's my son.
No.
Or she said that. I'm sorry.
No. She's just saying he's my son. No. She was saying that. Yes, but I'm saying that's what the end revealed. They had an affair. That's why. So most of the stuff, why you get so much of stuff from Logan.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
But yeah, look at this. It's an awful, revolting noise, not a scream, but the burst cry of a new creature that surely had no place on God's earth. The thing mewed and whimpered in pain, and those of us who could stand and witness were transfixed, both repelled and fascinated by the grotesque spectacle of it. Ah, Papa! Oh, dear God. Now, I should make clear, that bit where he slapped dog, he slashed him.
Oh, yeah.
He slashed him. Ah, my hands. Oh, James. Oh, please, not you. Mama, I can't feel my hands. Rose, what's happened to my hands? Now, the other thing is, their eldest son who died. Now, it is not, the end is not canon. We don't know how things played out, but basically, his brother is the one who struck his mother, and he basically confronted her about having the affair. Now, we don't know if he actually died, but in the end, he was claimed to have died and then sent away.
Okay.
But we don't know how it is here. As far as we know, he died, and again, I'm just saying the end filled in the gaps.
Okay.
But it makes clear because she's like, oh Lord, what mercy, what are you? Not again, not you, James. See, not again, not you.
Right.
Mama, why are these people here? Where's Papa? Get away from me! No, Mama, I've not been bad, I promise. I love you, Mama. No, you are not my son. You're a monster, an animal. Mama, please get out of my house, you damned abortion! Mama, no, no!
Oh, that's crazy.
James, now we already know his mother was already unstable as it was.
Right.
James, come back. Please come back. Mistress Elizabeth, for the love of God, get a hold of yourself. Do you hear me, ma'am? I said it would if we came back. I said so. There's no time for this. Quickly now, tend to the other boy while I look for James. I'll send down to the village for help. James, come back. My eyes. My eyes. Papa, is that you? Oh, Thomas, what have I done? Notice she's cradling him and not John.
Right.
James, where are you? I can't see a ruddy thing out here. Oh, James. Who's there? Is someone there? I can't see nothing. Don't be scared, boy. Everything's gonna be all right. Rose, is that you? I knew this would happen, Thomas. Oh, Lord, you won't hurt me, will you? Oh, Lord, you won't hurt me, will you, missus? I didn't mean to do nothing. I swear. You're gonna hurt me? It's not going to hurt. Oh, blam!
Damn.
Mama, is that you? I'm so cold. It's me, James. It's Rose. James, oh, it burns. My skin. There lay before me a monster. Of what species I could not say. In that awful, terrible moment of confrontation, nothing seemed real. The bitter, cold wind howled over the leaves, and yet it seemed not to move. The beast, this spastic monstrosity that had been James Howlett mere moments before, was now transformed to something more and something less than human. But underneath it all was just a boy. Enough! When whoever the blazes you are, I'm not deaf! Mr. Howlett and lad, sir, these gentlemen are from the local constabulary. They're here on a matter of urgence. And so, what could be so urgent that you rouse a man at this ungodly utter? Well, spit it out, man! There's been an incident at the house, sir. It involves your son and his family. James, I'm so sorry. I don't know what to do. I'm afraid to go back to the house. What if they think it was me? Oh, Lord, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't even know if this is real. What happened to you? Do I know you? Now, this is also playing up the whole, anytime Logan has a mental break, his mind, like something so traumatic to him, his mind will heal by erasing the memories.
Right. Kind of.
So in this case, this was so traumatic, he's now forgotten who Rose was. He doesn't remember anything. He doesn't remember being John or anything.
Full amnesia.
Full amnesia, because again, it's healing the trauma.
Right. But like, it's crazy that it just deletes everything.
Well, it's because there's now the trauma of losing his father. It erased that. By erasing that, it erased everything else to avoid going back to that trauma.
Right.
Yeah.
But anyway, hush now, child. You're seeing things. Can you smell that? It smells like apple dumpling, but it seems so far away. I can hear someone walking by the service entrance. His senses are finally, basically, his mutant abilities have all kicked in. His healing and his senses by the service entrance. And there are 3 people in the maze. Oh, I've been having the most awful dream. There are too many loud. I know he says here. It's so loud. Where's my mama? Did something happen to us? James, don't you remember? Don't you understand what happened? It's me, Rose. Rose. Yes, I remember now. Didn't you once work for my papa? So it's selective amnesia, I should say.
Huh.
You ain't got a leg to stand on, lad. And right soon that'll be the least of your worries. We know you were there. You care to explain what you were doing in that bedroom? Best to confess now, boy. Get it over with, why don't you? I never done nothing. I ain't got nothing to say to you. Stand away, man. I'll handle this. Now you listen to me, boy, and listen well. I've lost my only son this night, and my grandson is missing. Believe me when I tell you someone's going to pay. If you don't tell these detectives what you know, you'll be hung by your scrawny neck, and there'll be no one to remember you when you're dead. I will see to that personally. Tell the truth, and I'll see to it you win a reprieve. It was Rose, sir. She had a gun. Of course they blame Rose.
Wow.
That's ridiculous.
But you gotta help. I don't have any place to go. You gotta believe me, Auntie Hazel. I swear, I never meant to get involved. It was Mr. Logan what forced me to do it. That's not what the police are saying, Rose. They was nosing around here this afternoon looking for you. They say you're wanted for kidnapping. You best be far. You best be far from here by morning. I'll pretend you never came by, but that's more than I should do. Auntie Hazel, please, you're my only family in the world. You stopped being family the day you chose to go up and live on that hill, young Rose. There's nothing I could do to help you now, child. But it was your idea for her to go up there.
That's insane, though. That's such a mind freak right there.
Hold on. I don't know why I did that.
Oh.
Hold on. I hate when it does that.
No private stuff.
I know. Hold on, let me fix it. Yeah, it wasn't that private at least.
No, exactly. And you can hide it anyway.
Yeah.
Yep, let me fix it. We're nearly done. We got an issue and a half left.
Okie dokie. Yeah, make a little note for yourself or a little
Yep.
So you know.
James, you're called. I have a fireplace at my home. It's not far. We can go there. James, we can't go back to the house. Not until I know what to do. Oh, Lord, look at your hand. Them things, they're going back inside. Are you making them do that? I don't know. I think I've been unwell again, Rose. Can we go to where it's warm now? I don't think we have any choice, James. And who's the devil and who the devil is there? Show yourself. So it's you, no doubt. Come to finish the job, have you? You murderous little wench. Sir, I had nothing to do with it. I swear. It was Mr. Logan what forced his way into the house. Something's happened to Master James. His hands. Shut up, girl. Listen to me. If you wish to live, you're going to do exactly as I say. I warned my son that no good would come from this place, and I was right. Wait at the door. From this moment on, girl, you and this creature are refugees. You can thank my good nature for the fact that you both remain alive, but push my patience and that can soon be remedied. I'm going to do more than I should because the beast remains connected by blood, much as it pains me to imagine it. But I shun the revolting thing as I would shun a rabid animal. I have influence in this town. For the next 10 hours, there will be no police on duty at the train station. I suggest you take the boy there. Sir, please, have a heart. James is only a boy. He's your grandson. The last of my line died yesterday. I have no grandson.
Wow.
I neither want to know where you are going nor how you get there. I never want to hear from either of you again. If you return with this thing, I will have you both shot on sight. Now, remove that bloody aberration from my eyes before I change my mind and get as far away from me as possible. I'm so tired. Where are we going? Hush now, dear. It won't be long. I promise. Hold on, I was going to do it again, but I'm going to, or not. And are we still in Canada? British Columbia, now leaving Alberta. We are so far away from Alberta now, dear diary, and something remarkable has happened. Even more remarkable, perhaps, than the events of the last few days. It's James. He seems to be healing before my very eyes. While we've been traveling, his bumps and bruises seem to have been mending himself, but without the application of spirits or medicine. The poor soul seems unaware of where we're going, what's happened, or even who he is. Oh, dear diary, how pitiful we are. Our money and supplies have been exhausted. We are lost with strangers, tired and alone. What's to become of us? Don't be afraid, dear. I won't let anything else happen to you. I promise. Many years ago, when I was a little girl, I heard my father speak of the quarries at the northern frontier. This is an odious place, but I hope it will be safe for a while. Most men have gone further north to the Yukon Territory, where gold has been found. No one in his right mind would follow us here. Lord, such a desolate spot. It seems at the edge of humanity, full of criminals and vagabonds. In that, James and I are not alone. My father often described them as good, honest people. But how can good and honest survive in a hellish place such as this? My name is Smithy. Remember it well. Fact is, I don't care what you call me. You'll probably come up with a few names before long. It don't bother me, long as you do what you're told. I'll wager even God himself don't remember where he put this place. That means my word rules out here, and don't you forget it. I don't care who you are or where you come from. The only thing I need is graft. The good people of Canada need stones to build their houses, and we gives it to them. You get paid in food and board. If you work hard enough, there might be something extra for the town. There's gambling and drinking if you need it. But there ain't no free ride. You work or you starve. Now get inside and register for tomorrow's shift. Don't be afraid, James. Just be as quiet as a mouse and we'll never be noticed. Hey, you! And what's your name, girl? Rose, sir. You ain't got the right and togs for for this part of the world. You'll bleed and freeze to death like that. What can you do, girl? If it pleases, sir, I can cook and clean and sew, and I can read and write. What about this one? What's your name, lad? He's my cousin, sir. He can't talk much, but he's a good hard worker. He'll do as he told. Take your gloves off, boy now. I want to see your hands. No, I mean, they'll get cold. There, just as I thought. This cousin of yours has never done a day's hard graft in his life. Oh, sir, I promise he'll do his shift. He'll do more than his shift. You just have to let us stay for a while. We'll see about that, lass. What's his name? I don't want your life story, girl. I'm not interested in where you came from or what you're running from. I just need a name for him. That's all. Well, Logan, sir. His name is Logan.
There it is.
That's where he got the name.
That's how he gets it.
That was cool.
Logan, what the hell are you playing at, boy? Oh, yeah. He's trying to make the claws pop out again. There's work to be done in this quarry, you little slack up. Now get up that sodding hill before I kick you up it. I said now. You shorted us again, Cookie, you fat turd. Yeah, that's the third time this month. I ought to knock it out of your hide. What the hell are you talking about, Billy? I give you more than you were supposed to get. You're a damn liar, Cookie Malone. You think people ain't figured out why you're the only fat person in this entire camp? You thieving bastard. You're a dead man, you hear me? Ah! Where the devil you been, boy? We got another 50 barrels to get through before the day's end. I'm sorry, Smitty. I'm sorry, Smitty. Sorry, don't cut it here, bub. This place you share up quick or you die. There ain't no free rides, 'cause I say there ain't. Now get this load down the hill and be back up here in 7 minutes. Oh, geez. No. Here you go, little buddy. I got your back. Thanks. Hey, the pleasure's all mine. That's what friends are for, right? People like you and me, we gotta stick together. We gotta help each other out. Oops! No! What an ass!
What a D!
Wow.
And James, are you all right? What's happened? Nothing. Oh, James, I'm so sorry for bringing you here. I just didn't know where else to go. But we have to be careful for a while, okay? We have to make sure no one knows where we are. We can't get involved. You can tell me what it is, James. I promise. Is there something you want to say? No. He never speaks to anyone. I'm certain now it was a mistake to bring James here. I don't see how he's going to make his way in such a vile place as this. He seems so distant, as if he's trying to understand what happened to him and yet block his memory of it at the same time. Could it be that his mind has been injured as a result of what happened to his poor dear father? I wonder if his brain is trying to heal the same extraordinary way his body does. Sadly, every time we try to talk to him about what happened in Alberta, he pushes me away. And now with the snows fully upon us, he seems to be retreating even further into his own world. It's going to be a hard winter for James and me, assuming we survive. This camp is a wretched place full of wretched people. Poor James awakens hours before dawn each day in order to register for barrow duty at the quarry. He never once complained, bless his heart. The foreman Smitty seems to be a very good and very fair man, but he's ever so gruff. I've heard tell he was once a merchant sailor, but that he came here to run the camp after his father died. He seems like a piece of like he has a piece of every corner of the world written in the lines of his face. My job is to organize affairs in the camp office, though Lord only knows how they managed to get this far. It's a miracle of messy shelves, muddle of messy shelves and mixed up paperwork. What a jumble, just like the people who live and work here. I fancy messy, disorganized, strewn all over the place, like a pack of wolves. I said you can't prepare my soup because you stink like the back end of a moose. You listen to me, you dirty fat slob? Hey, you! Where are you going, little buddy? Now listen, kid, I was just having some fun before. He's picking on Logan because he's the only one he can pick on.
Right.
I swear on my life, it was supposed to be a joke. Tell you what, just to prove I ain't lying, I got a present for you. You look hungry. You want it? Uh-huh. Ah! What are you, crazy? Ha! Look at that fat idiot go. Go get him, Cookie. You touch a man's food out here, you might as well ask him to break your neck, boy. Chump. Now, here now, I'm finished with it. You little cowpat. Did I say you can have it? Did I? I'll teach you to steal from me, you little runt. I'll kill you. Hey, what's the matter, kid? Got nothing to say to your old pal Cookie? I don't hear no apology out of ya. That's enough, Cookie. Leave him be now, you hear? I said that's enough, Malone. Right. Okay, we didn't mean nothing, Smitty. Me and the kid was just fooling around. Come on, kid. Up you go, and away home with ya. Don't let a man like that get on you, son, because he'll sure as the devil try to kill you. We were now into the second summer at the camp, dear diary. There's a thick curtain of leaves on the trees now, but I fancy even what?
Such a beautiful panel change.
I know. There's a thick curtain of leaves on the trees now, but I fancy even the forest can't disguise the squalor of this awful place. I can't help thinking how angry Mother Nature must be that she can't cover such an ugly stain on her pretty dress. I'm not sure I even remember what the world outside the camp looks like anymore. I sometimes feel as though everything has changed. No one more so than Logan. Did it really all happen, I wonder? Or was it just a dream? Hello? Is someone there? He hunted the deer.
That's crazy. With a nice little spear arrow and everything.
Yep. I can hear you back there. I know you're spying me. Who's that? Oh, Lord. He caught it. James, did you? I mean, what is it? I thought I saw something. Did you hear that noise, Rose? James, I don't know how you managed to get that deer, but it's going to be a godsend when the weather turns. That slug of a cook shorted our ration again. What did you do to him to make him hate you so? Rose, please. You can't say a word to Cookie. He'll kill me. You've changed, James. Logan, you're the one who wanted me to change, Rose. Logan, then. I only gave you that name to protect you. You were so frail and scared when we came here. I could hardly have imagined you'd become the same man of the forest. A hunter indeed. It's the way I am now, Rose. Maybe this is who I was supposed to be. Perhaps you're right. But however did you manage to learn such a thing? I don't know. It's just, an urge. An urge is weird thing. See it close up.
Right. It's an urge to hunt and kill.
And, well, it's also the way he's looking at her.
Right.
Now, have you noticed the most obvious thing of all? His interest in redheads.
Oh, for sure.
For
sure.
There's some things I've been meaning to talk to you about. Some things I feel I need to explain. It's about what happened to you in Alberta. No, shut up. Yeah, you've always got to talk, Rose. Every time you get into thinking, you want to gabble on forever about life before we came here. Well, there is no life before we came here. Understand? I'm not that person anymore. My dearest James, or Logan if you prefer, there's so much I wish I could tell you. I don't know why you won't allow it, but you've suffered so much. I can't not bring myself to force the issue. I'm watching you work as I write this. You've grown remarkable since then. You've grown remarkable since we came here, but you remain the same helpless child I once knew. In many ways, you are much like your father. He was such a kind and giving man, and an awfully hard worker. You have his good nature in your eyes, no matter how hard you try to hide it. That's it, isn't it? You burn with the desire to be someone other than yourself. Is it because what happened to your body, I wonder, or is it something more? Have you truly forgotten who you once were? And I hope you will consent to read this diary one day, dear James. I won't be able to live with myself until you learn the truth of what happened back in Alberta. Look, Mary, ain't that Logan boy, the hunter? I hear he gave a side of deer to Jake Walker's widow. The whole camp's talking about it. I thought I told you to walk the other way. I don't want any trouble. I'll go that way from now on. Not so fast, knucklehead. Hey, lay off the boy, Cookie. He ain't done nothing to you. Hey, you see that? He's trying to steal food. Wait, I didn't. I'll learn you proper this time, you little runt. And come on, boy. You want to give your old pal Cookie a shot? Let's see it then. I thought so. I told you I'd kill you if you ever crossed me again, knucklehead. Didn't you hear what I said the first time? Hey, I asked you a question. Yeah? I warned you, Malone. This is my camp, you spineless turd. I told you time and time again what'll happen. You cause any more trouble. Okay, I give. Come on, Smitty, please. Huh? What the hell's wrong with you, bub? Didn't I tell you to stand up to this fat imbecile on your own? Oh God, I couldn't do it. Oh no, stay back.
Kill him.
Schnick.
Straight murder.
Wow.
There it is.
Oh. There's actually one more. They added another. No, wait. Is it? No, it is 6 issues.
It is 6, yeah.
Oh wow.
My mistake. I think it was less than that.
No, it did say 6. That
because the second Origins was 5 issues.
Oh, okay.
Tiger, burning bright in the forest of the night. What immortal hands of or eye could frame thy fearful symmetry? In what distant deep in skies burnt the fire of thine eyes? On what wings dare he aspire? What the hand dare seize the fire? And what shoulder and what art could twist the sinews of thy heart? And when thy heart began to beat, what dread hand and what dread feet? Oh, look at that!
Wow, dude. I love that one shot.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what the hammer, what the chains in what furnace was in thy brain? What the anvil, what dread grasp? There its deadly terrors clasp.
Even that was amazing too.
Mm-hmm. When the stars threw down their spears and waitered heavens with their tears, did he smile his work to see? Did he who made the lamb make thee? Tiger, burning bright in the forest of the night. What immortal hand or eye dare frame thy fearful symmetry?
Huh. Wow. These are like the best
it's a
ones.
beautiful poem, Smitty. It makes me think of Logan. Where'd it come from? It's by an old English poet named William Blake. I picked it up in my travels back when I was a sailor. We was docked in Southampton at the time. Me and some lads went up to London for a day, and they found that book in an old churro shop off Fleet Street. That sounds awfully exciting, Smitty. Here, thanks. Hello, lad. Me and your cousin were just visiting for a while. Yeah, those two are falling for each other. Now, clearly, more time has passed. And remember, by the time they left beforehand, I think she was probably 16, 17. So, and by that point, he didn't treat her as anything more than just hired help until now. So now that she's so I think it makes more sense. And now she's more of age.
Right. Now she's actually an adult.
Still a little weird.
Yeah, just.
Yep. Shift foreman tells me your crew finished over quota again. I wanted to talk to you about that. So talk. Logan, Mr. Smith's been kind enough to bring by some books he picked up from his days at sea. Isn't that kind of him? Well, look, I really came by to see you, lad. Clean yourself up and get some rest tonight. I want you to take the morning off tomorrow and come meet me up on the hill by the new seam. What for? I got a job for you. Up you come, lad. I got a little surprise for you. I take it you heard about Roddy and Finnegan? Blew his blinking fingers off last week, the daft old sod. Since he's gone blind, I'll need to train someone with more than 2 ounces of sense to work the dynamite. I figured it'd be you, if you'd shape up. It ain't too hard, but most of my lads ain't got enough smarts to be careful enough. It's a highly misunderstood explosive, is dynamite. See, you place it like this, fuse up if you can. You find a seam and the blast lane lets the weight do the rest. And okay, I got it. How long's the fuse? Exactly 1 minute. Oh God! Come on, lad, hurry! Here you go, young Logan. Any questions? Two pair! Again? There ain't no one could be that lucky. What are you trying to say? I'm chaining Cookie? I'll have your guts for gators. I didn't mean it, Fred. You know that I was just saying, yeah, well, you better unsay it. Hey, look, that's the Logan kid with Smitty. Tell you what, Cookie, that kid turned out to be all right. A hard worker, that one is. Best I ever seen with a shovel. He's a digger, all right. He's like, you ever seen one of them Wolverines going after a root? They never give up till they got it. That's what that kid is. He's a Wolverine.
There it is.
That little shrimp, he's a waste of skin. I stamp him like a bloomin' twig. That's so. Well, that boy's worth 10 of you, you fat tosspot. That's a fact. I see you moping around the cookhouse for hours on end, Cookie. But when was the last time anyone saw you pull your weight around here? He can't pull his weight. He's too bloody heavy. Steady on, boys. All right, and he ain't worth it, Bert. Let's go catch up with them, too. Logan's been become a new man. Make no mistake. Not just in name, but also in nature. He seems so at ease here in the camp. It's a wonder we didn't find our way here sooner. I often fancy he remembers nothing of the trouble event that preceded our arrival here. These boys are his family now. Some of the boys have nicknamed him Little Smitty. Ha! That's blittin' perfect. Say it again, kid. Ha 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 ha! I'm so proud of my cousin. All the men speak so highly of him. Oh, he's you doing the stogies now. If only they knew where he once came from. He's become such a fine, steady young man, a leader by example, so much like his dear father. But there's a side of him that remains a mystery. For days he'll lose himself on the mountain. I never inquire, but I'm certain I know where he's gone. He's gone to be with his other self, the piece of him that's kept hidden since the last night at the Howlett estate. There's a dreadful creature inside that boy, just waiting to show its face to the world. A penny for your thoughts, young Logan? It's nothing important, Smithy. I was just thinking. Ha! He's probably thinking about old Cookie and these two best pals. Yeah, they're in love, right, Cookie? Well, where'd he go? Oh, geez. You little runt. You came here out of the blue bloody sky and steal away my mates. So Smitty says you're going to handle all the charges from now on, are you? Well, let's see how you handle this. Snip!
Damn.
There, see? If you look at the bottom line on the ledger, it says we're turning a better profit. Now then, at any time since you took over, I'll tell you something, lads. You've been nothing but a godsend to this quarry. That's the best news I've had all year. Why, thank you, good sir. Smithy! Honest to God, Nobby, you old washerwoman. What is it this time? Up in the rock face, there's been a cave-in! You help me with the beam. Someone send over one of the barrel lads down into the town for a doctor and be sharp about it. And this is supposed to be your watch, Tom. What the devil happened? They went in with dynamite and it went off before we could get clear. Poor blighters never stood a chance. This is right terrible tragedy, Smitty. Can I help? You can grab a shovel and start digging, Cookie. I need a second tunnel in from the side. Fred, Logan's in there. Is there any way? I mean, it don't look good, Rose. And Smithy, you got to come back down for a while. Take a rest. You ain't going to be no good to anyone soaked and half to death out here. You see them over there? And that's 5 good men I lost today. And I ain't stopping till I find the rest who's missing. I got a promise to keep. And come on, Smithy. This is bloody useless, and you know it. Soon as that steam went and them buggers were gone. No, I ain't losing any more of my men. You hear me? You already lost them, Smithy. And come on, boss. You can't take any more. Hey, over here. I heard a noise under the barrel. It sounded like a voice or something. Might be an animal. Well, just don't stand there squawking. Get it up. Well, I'll be. Damnedest thing I ever saw. You don't need to tell me, and you don't mean to tell you that was some kind of miracle out there last night, Logan. Matthew Fowler's wife lost her husband in the slide. She wanted me to thank you that she didn't lose her son as well. Here you go, lad. This is for you. What is it? And more of them old books of mine. Some to pass the time while you mend up. I brought this one back from Nagasaki, Japan. It's a manuscript about samurai fighters from the old days. I tell you, them little Japanese scoundrels are pretty swift. I seen one of them bring down a tree trunk with his bare fist. Matter of fact, I learned a lot from them. What the world and about the world and about life. The strong person who follows his own path, they say. I see that strength in you, Logan. You should have died last night. I don't know how you saved that boy, and I ain't gonna pry. But whatever it is about you, son, you need to know it makes you no difference to me one way or the other. Understand? Anyway, I gotta get back to the quarry. Miss Rose, can I ask you to walk with me for a few minutes? Well then, this then silver, is it? Find anything you like, bub? You're a monster, Cookie. 5 men are dead, and while everyone's down at the funeral, you're digging through their lifelong possessions for scraps. And just breathe a word of this knucklehead, and you'll be at the next funeral. There ain't no one believe your word over mine. I'll shut your mouth for you. Okay, I'll fess up. I promise. You're finished here, you fat tub of dirt. You've marked me well, because I never been so serious. I see your ugly face in mine ever again. You're a dead man. Rose, I gotta talk to you. You'll never guess what happened. Rose, you in there? Oh, Rose. Oh, Jesus.
They should have made it a bigger little picture. They made it so small.
I know, but no. Drink.
Oh, that was his I killed the wolf too.
No, he didn't kill it. He didn't kill it. He didn't kill it.
Okay.
I've made a terrible mistake. I should have never let him go. I've allowed myself to be blinded by the fear of what happened to his brother. All I know is that he and the Irish girl purchased a train ticket to British Columbia. The police were supposed to have kept the records, as I asked. Please, there's not much time. My body is gone, and my mind will soon follow. I beg you, with all my heart, undo my foolish mistake. Will you find him? Will you promise to find my grandson, James? I promise, sir. I'll hunt him to the ends of the earth, like a dog.
All them scars on your face.
So now I know that the old man's finally showing regret on his deathbed. Makes sense?
Right, but is he trying to get his healing factor? Or
no. He doesn't even know about the healing factor. All he thought was he was a freak, an abomination. Yeah, and now he's just showing regret.
What happened that night? He
didn't. No, he didn't see the healing. Only Rose saw that.
Oh, okay. I thought he saw that, or at least knew that he got hurt and then saw that he had healed.
No, all he saw was the claws. All he saw was the claws. And they were still stuck out.
I gotcha.
No healing, no nothing. That happened on the journey.
Okay. That's crazy. So, yeah.
Regretting it. Yep. Hold on.
I know these panels are amazing. This is some of the best artwork though that we've seen like in a while, especially for like Victorian times almost.
It's beautiful.
Exact.
And I do like how they kind of shift the tone of each book basically with the artwork. It's actually really good.
This is why he was so perfect. These guys were so perfect for the Marvel 1602 book.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Howlett, huh? Let's just say I did know something. What would that information be worth for you? I need to find him. It's important. Owes you money, huh? Well, I don't know no Howlett, but you could try the quarry down 2 miles south. There's a fellow kind of like you're describing, but calls himself Logan. Came in a few years back with a redhead. Thanks. Logan, this business has gone on long enough. Aren't you going to tell me what's bothering you? Chink! I always thought we'd be together, Rose. I mean, I always hope. Won't you stay with me? I can't. Logan, Smitty and I are going to be married, but that doesn't mean you and I can't ever see each other again. You're trying to persuade me or yourself, Rose. Smitty had an offer to go back to the city and work for Bill Dawson and down at the shipyards. If we're going to start a life together, we have to do it away from this place. You of all people should understand why. The train's leading out of Colesville tonight. Smitty's in there right now trying to buy passage. And why don't you think about it? You could come with us. With you? Are you crazy? I trusted you, Rose, but I guess Smitty was right after all. The only way to making this dump is to look out for yourself. Okay, I get it. Rose never really loved him like that.
Right.
She cared for him like a brother, but because that's all he had left.
Right.
He kept denying it, but that was the only good thing of his past.
Exactly. Like, why wouldn't he look at her that way?
Exactly.
And I feel like she should probably have realized he was looking at her that way.
but I think she probably was expecting he would accept it.
True. Yeah,
I think
so
it's one of those cases where she thinks like, oh, he'll accept it, and now she's so upset that he's not.
Right.
But anyway,
like he'll be able to deal with it, and then he can't deal with it.
Yep. Anyway, Ted, I figured since you were always late for your shift, maybe you could use a good watch. And this here's a piece of true quality. Picked it up in Switzerland. I can't even tell time, Smithy. 4 places left open, lads. This is your last chance for $200. Just sign up at the board. Fighting begins in an hour. Winner takes all. Think of getting in, friend? Yeah, something like that. I gotta get some cash for the train. Me and my girl are going to the city tonight. I'm getting her out of this slag heap. Oh yeah? What's her name, this little girl of yours? Prettiest name in all of Canada. And her name's Rose. Really? Excuse me, stranger. I got some business on the floor. Go right ahead. Logan, my boy, your cousin Rose told me if I saw you, you were to come up by the cabin before we leave for Vancouver. Logan? Hey, lads, it's little Smitty. No, it ain't. And don't ever call me that again. And you got to sign up for the cage fights, Logan? They're giving out a cash prize. I don't know. All right. What do you mean you signed up for a cage match? I can't believe you could do something so stupid, Smithy. You're not going, and that's final. Now don't go getting uppity on me, Rose. I gotta make some quick money. This way, we don't have to sell none of our things. There's not one of them guys that could lay a lick on me, and you know that. What about Logan? He was angry when he went down into town. Did you see him there? Smithy, Logan's not fighting too, is he? You look me in the eye and tell me he's not fighting. I didn't see him sign up, and I doubt that he would. But if I have to scrap with the boy, I won't hurt him. I promise. It's not Logan I'm worried about. What? I've been halfway around the world and back. You think I couldn't handle your scrawny little cousin? I was pulling 20 stone sailors and off each other before that lad was born. Smitty, you have to believe me. There are things about Logan you wouldn't understand. He's a lot different from the way you think he is, and he's in such a mood right now it scares me. I can't believe I'm hearing this. This woman from you of all people. No, wait. Smitty, listen to me. There's more to Logan than you know. A dark side. I can't explain what it is, but you have to trust me. He's different. If he wanted to kill you, he'd do it in a second. No, you listen to me, Rose. I know you're trying to protect the boy, but if we're going to be on that train tonight, I got to get that money for it. And if it means laying a lick on the boy, then that's the way it has to be. He's prideful. Yeah, that's it, boy. Knock his bloody teeth in. Yeah, Smithy. What the hell you waiting for? Kill him. The boy's a Wolverine. And the winner, Cookie Balloon. Give me 10 on Logan. 5 on the big guy. I'll lay you 4-1. She then leaves that journal there for James. All right. And in the second semifinal, Logan the Wolverine versus Cookie the Cook. 2 minutes to ring time. Fighters make their way to the cage. Fighters make their way to the cage, please. And hey, you Cookie, what's it to you? It's got a lot of money right at you. I want to see my investment make good. Here's an extra little something to make us both happy. You catch my drift? Yeah, I got it just fine. Right, now, there'll be no kicking or biting, lads. Play fair and play straight. I want a good, clean match, understand? Boom! Consider that payback for humiliating me, you little piece of cow dung. You want some more of old Cookie? Nice shot, Cookie, you fat ape. Let's see if you can do it twice. Yeah! Come on, Logan! Pull his knackers off! Wolverine! Boom!
Knackers off.
You like this, don't you, boy? I'm a heavy sword, ain't I? At least that's what your cousin said when I pinned her down behind the canteen last week. Bastard! Hey, I was just fooling! I'll kill you, you bucket of lard! Don't kill me. Maybe I won't, Cookie. Don't make me change my mind. All right, let's hear it for the final match, lads. Logan versus Smithy. Winner gets the money, loser buys the drinks. Go, Smithy! You stole my cousin from me, Smithy, and I'm going to make you pay for it. She ain't yours, Logan. Rose does as she sees fit. And I know she's not your cousin, Logan. Enough with the games. Come on, Logan. Let's pack this mess in right now. I don't want to fight you, boy. But that's just too bad. I want you to never forget that you took her from me. I loved her, and you stole her away from me. If you really loved her, you would have done what was right. Hit me. What? Just hit me, you idiot. And make it look good. boom, holy, and the winner by knockout, Smithy. I can't believe Smithy did that, and I was sure he had him down, like he took a dive or something. You okay, Bob? I'll always love her, Smithy, and I want you to know that. If you ever hurt her in any way, I'll come looking for you. Logan, I need a favor. I've recommended to the bosses that you take over as foreman. The mine and all the boys are yours now. Make sure you treat them well, okay? Just get out of here before I change my mind and take care of my Rose, you hear? Sure thing, kid. You look after yourself. You too, Bob. Hey, Howlett! James Howlett! You stole my name! What the... Who are you? Who are you? What's the matter, Jamie boy? Forget where you came from? I guess that means you forgot your old pal Dog. Well, I sure as hell remember you. I told you there was nothing to worry about last. I got the money, just as I said I would. Good. Where's Logan? He took a dive for us, Rose. He got roughed up a little, but I'm sure he's fine. What? Oh, Lord, you didn't leave him alone there, did you? Rose, wait, the train. Forget the train, Smitty. I need to get down there right now. Bloody hell. What's the matter, James and Jamie boy? You surprised to see me? I'll bet you always thought you got away, huh? Well, you didn't. You must have mistaken me for someone else, Bub. I don't know, no, James. Stop your lying. Hey, over here, we got another scrap. $5 on the big one. Let's see if I can jog your memory then, Logan. I seem to remember you had a dog you were fond of. What was his name now? Oh, yeah, Callie. I remember the way you screamed like a little girl when I slit his throat in front of you. Tired from all that cage fighting, huh? That's too bad. You always were a scrawny little tosser. Never knew why your mother fawned over you so much, especially since you're the one who drove her nuts. My mom. Oh, Lord. All coming back to you now, eh? Of course you weren't there when she blew her brains out right in front of everyone. You were too busy running away with that Irish whore. I told that little strumpet she should have stayed with me. Logan, no. Hello, Rose. Oh, my God. Dog, I'll catch up with you soon, girl. And first I want to see if little James remember how I was the one who killed his papa. And you two got the blame. No. You bastard. I remember. You think I was ever going to forget? I was never going to forget you and that drunk weasel of a father of yours? You killed my father, you monster. I remember now. All these years I thought it was me. Logan, wait. Rose. No, Logan, don't. Rose, James, no. I should have told you. Rose, no. Logan, are you out there? I know you're there. I know you can hear me. Please, you gotta come back to me, son. I can't do this on my own. It was never true, Logan. I was lying to you and I was lying to myself. I was talking tough. A man should never be alone. It ain't our way. You were right all along. Please, you gotta come back and see me through this. I need you. Logan, what's wrong? Don't you remember your old pal Smithy? Oh, God. We lost our precious Rose. Logan. Yep. Nope. Good. Not bad at all. The diary?
Jeez, what a dick.
So, what'd you all think?
Stuff.
That's
such a fucked up way to end it.
Well, but we knew it was going to end one way or the other.
I'm just saying, though, him just going through her stuff, going through their stuff like that.
It had to be. There had to be no trace of their past. Everyone else is dead. The old man's pretty much on his door now. The only one left would be Dog.
Right.
And with Rose dead, her diary was the only thing left, so it needed to be burned. I'll say this. Yeah. I really like the story, but there's one problem. This was a checklist.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
It was still a good story to tell with a checklist. I will say that. There's a lot of contrivances. Like, there's some they didn't need, like saying he's like a Wolverine and stuff like that. Or having Rose be a redhead, just be like, oh, that's why he likes jeans so much. Reminds him of Rose. Like,
right.
But it's like stuff like that is, but it's still good overall. It's still a very good story. There's a reason why this is fondly remembered. It's a tragedy.
Right.
Yeah.
And just like always, every time Logan starts to get something good, it's taken away from him. Every time.
Every time.
He can never be happy.
No.
Never.
No,
Seriously,
never.
Spider-Man has a
Something's
beard. He
always
ain't
gonna
got
come
nothing
back.
compared to Logan.
No, seriously, something's either going to come back from his past, a memory's going to come back and ruin it, or somebody else is just going to ruin it.
Usually
Right.
Sabretooth. Usually Sabretooth.
You should.
Right,
Which, to make it clear, Dog is not Sabretooth.
right. No, I did really like how they did that. And I did like the overall story and the artwork. Like, I really think that's some of the best artwork I've seen.
That was really beautiful.
In
And
a
again,
lot
you
of
can
the
see
books
everyone
that
where he
we've
gets
gone
it
through,
from.
like,
He gets his looks from Dog and a bit of the person from Logan and a bit of the personality, but he got a lot of it from Smitty. A lot from Smitty. Right down to the bub. Right down to the bub.
Yeah.
like the way he talks and looks is more Smitty, but the
Well,
way he
and Logan,
like,
and
walks
Logan.
right, the way he like walks and I guess fights is more like Logan.
Yeah.
Like even Logan was like crouched down with the
Yeah.
like super crouched down on him. Like
And notice how Dog did not. It lost a lot of the Logan traits as he got older.
yes, for sure.
Yeah.
He had them when they were younger, but once he got older, he got rid of the sideburns and everything.
Exactly. And then like he had the marks on his face, and I'm like, wait a minute. It's
Well,
like,
that's
at
because-
first
yeah,
I
'cause he got
thought it's
slashed.
like, is that Sabretooth? And it's like, no, it is
He can't
Dog.
be. He can't be Sabretooth because how else those slashes would have healed.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I have a question though.
Yeah.
He's Wolverine. Why are they putting him around wolves?
No.
That was always one of those
Wolverine
things.
is just a name, but he's always been like a wolf. He's
Right.
always been like a wolf.
His
But
instincts are more
he's
like
a
a wolf, but he fights
freaking
more like a
Wolverine.
Wolverine. And
Exactly. He
there's always,
fights like a Wolverine, but everything else about him is more wolf-like. And he's always been tied to wolves for a long time.
Right.
I know. I just dislike it so much.
It's such like a
It
double
just-
entendre type thing,
It
but it's
makes
true,
no
but-
sense to me.
Well, but again, overall, but now the artwork was the best part of this. Let's be
The
honest.
art was
really-
amazing. The
the
colors.
way it shifted too. It was like as the tone shifted, the colors shifted.
Not just the
Right.
tone, but the seasons.
Right.
Yes,
Like everything. But like I really did like that. I liked the like I said before, the actual like letterboxes.
Yeah.
I like that. That was such a good idea for when she's writing in her diary to make it look like notes that she would be
Yeah.
putting together as a diary. and
Like,
stuff.
yeah.
Exactly. And again, it was just so. I give this a strong 8 out of 10.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I
Because
was gonna
it's
say
a lot
like
of-
8.5. Yeah.
Because a lot of the flaws are there by its very nature, but it does surpass those flaws.
Right. It never really got like boring or anything. It always kept the same.
It still told a good
straight
story.
line.
It's just
Right.
the checklist portions are what annoys you, but you're just like, oh, cute, but you still want to keep going. It's not like, oh God.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like those couple sections where it's not like it's shoehorned in there, but it's like it has to be said and it has to be alluded to and nodded at, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's just, it has to happen. There's
does.
no getting around it. They have
Again.
to put it there.
Paul Jenkins really has an understanding of Logan, even when at his youth. And I gotta say, just this whole idea of seeing him go from this sickly boy to this wild man.
Yeah, right, though.
Exactly.
And it's
I gotta
such a
say,
nice
I hated
progression.
Cookie. I hated Cookie.
Yeah, I did too. That dude was a
At first you thought like, oh, he's gonna bully him because he's bullied. But even as time went on, it's just like, nope, the guy was just an ass.
Exactly. He wasn't really being bullied at all. He was just bullying other people to be a jerk.
Exactly. Because even then, it's like, they were my mates. It's like, they treat you like garbage.
Exactly. And then you literally blew up like 7 people in a freaking mine
yeah.
just to get back at one fucking dude.
I know, like, what did he think was happening? Did he think it was just going to be Logan who was going to be there and no one else?
Exactly. Like you thought
And
it
then
was
he had
just
the
gonna be
gall
him.
to be there and saying, oh, can I help?
I know, right? Acting like he didn't do anything. It's like you're the one that caused
And then
it.
he's robbing their place during the funeral.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, that was
And then
terrible.
he's the one that was thrhrowing their stuff away and
Yeah,
going
and he's the
through
reason why then
taking
we
their
lost the
gold and
journal.
stuff.
We
Right.
lost the journal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
he just
again,
went
that
through
made
everybody's
the
stuff.
most sense. The moment we had the journal, you knew something was going to have to destroy it.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
But
Like I said,
exactly.
I liked Smitty. At first you didn't, but then because you think he's too much of a hard ass, but it goes on, you're like, oh no, he's a good guy.
Exactly. He's just trying to be a hard ass to let you know, like, this isn't an easy place.
Exactly. I mean, you're working in a quarry. Of course, you're going. You can't take it easy.
Like a tough
Right.
life type thing. Yeah.
Right. Like you got to work if you want to eat and survive.
Exactly. And if you don't, and now the stuff with him and Rose, I mean, it makes sense. She was his assistant for all those years.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it does make sense, but at the same time, it's kind of gross because of her age when she first got there.
Well, when she first got there, I do think she was around. We couldn't tell. They never specified, but I think it was roughly 16, 17-ish.
Yeah, but that's still, it's kind of gross, but I guess it all depends.
It's not as bad as she was 13 when she got there. If she was 13. I'm saying, if she was 13 when she got there, that'd be a whole different story. But we didn't know she was 12. Like, what was it they said at the beginning?
She was like 10 or 12, wasn't she?
12. She was. Yeah, I'm double checking right now because that was right in the first issue. What?
I think 12.
I
think she said 12. And I'm just checking.
But yeah, like
12. She was 12. So we already know years have passed by the time the event happened at the Logan estate.
Right, and I mean it's kind of inevitable that she'll end up with Smitty and not Logan, or not Wolverine. But it still sucks to see.
Yeah,
it sucks to see. But let's be honest. The moment we saw, she saw him as an animal and not James at first. You knew it was never going to be.
Of course, yeah. And then when he basically like shifted over his personality to Logan, it was more like.
Yeah, again, it was
now
never
they were cousins, and now his mindset.
Well, no, he knows
like
there was a
looking
cover.
At it like, oh, they're never going to be together, so he'll get over it if I do end up going with somebody else at some point.
But in the long run, she was right though. He was eventually getting over it. That's why Smitty had to say, like, if you knew what's best for her.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And sure enough,
he did try. He did help. He took a dive so that they would have the money to get out of town.
I know. Right.
Exactly. So again, it shows that. But the problem with Rose is she was looking too much at the animal.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And
I think it's hard not to see that though.
No, I know, but I'm saying no. But I think that's part of the reason why she was just help. I think she was being just as soft to him as his father was to him.
Yeah.
And I think that's why when everything went to shit again, he ran off to the wild because he had nothing else left.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
When Smitty is like screaming for him, saying he needed him,
Logan!
That broke me. Like that broke my heart. Like
because
I really liked that.
Right. He wasn't going to be as good of a man without Rose and without Logan.
Exactly.
And he knew.
Regardless of the whole situation, he was just like, "Bro, I need you.
I need you."
Exactly. Like he knew he couldn't do it alone, and now he has no Rose, and Logan was the next.
Right.
Yeah. Just again, there was an interesting what if that was done a while ago called. And that where basically we saw what if he had stuck around?
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. What if he had not left, and it would have led to him having a confrontation? We found out Smithy would have been dying from cancer or something, and basically then it would have turns out then Dog would have given up trying to find him and would have gone into being a head of a mob.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and basically Logan would be a bit more like Punisher.
Oh wow!
I like that.
I do like that too. That's not a bad move, though.
Right?
It's not a bad idea.
Yep, I'm trying to find it so I guys can show you a bit of it, but hold on. Where is it? No, not that Wolverine series one. Hate when it does that. It's like that's not what I want.
That's not the one I want. Oh, we gotta find the mouse.
I was just gonna say
that. What was that?
Oh, we gotta find something for our neighbor when we go back out.
Hold on, let me find it. Looking through what ifs. That's the best way to do it. Just look up in general the what ifs.
Right though.
Hold on, where is it? No, that's not it. bit further back.
Just digging through the what ifs.
Yeah, I'm looking through. I'm on Marvel Unlimited.
Oh, okay.
Okay, hold on. Is it here? There it is.
Found it.
Yep, I found it. Different writer and artist.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. And get this, Wolverine. Basically, yeah. Basically, we see if Wolverine had continued. He didn't run off, so he continued on living there. He then meets up with Smithy, and then and basically saying how he's dying. He needs him to take over. But then all of a sudden someone guns and shoots everything up, and basically then it leads to Wolverine becoming like Punisher.
Getting revenge.
Getting his revenge.
He meets up with this one guy who ends up being his sidekick, and see, look, right down there.
Oh my goodness.
It's not a pirate symbol. It's a pirate symbol, of course.
I know,
Awesome,
but
though.
still, that's so
It's
like
close.
tongue in cheek.
Exactly.
I love this. I did my part anyway. One thing us Chicagoans fear more than anything is a fire. Fire! Because of the Chicago fire.
Yeah.
Right.
But then there's Dog.
Of course, running the freaking mobs. Running the mobs, running the mafias.
Yep, and he said, like, you know what I did in those mines, Dog? I worked on the blasting crew, and I got real good at it. Blows up the whole place, taking Dog with him.
Jeez.
Okay, then.
Yep, and it turns out the two worked together going forward until he went into Rikers.
Huh.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
But yeah, that's an interesting story, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of
Definitely.
Doing
crazy.
an alternate what if things went differently.
Yeah, right.
I
though.
like it, yeah.
I like that. That is kind of crazy, though. That's a full-on shift, but at the same time, same kind of tone for Wolverine.
And basically show that even if he didn't run off, he'd still be on a similar path.
Right, he'd still be like a hunter.
I like the noir aspect.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's all we've got to say on this. Thank you two for joining me, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.
Bye. Thank you for having us.
Yep.